Apparently there's only 1% of the population with green eyes, and I'm one of them. I'm just kidding, but sometimes I get really scared looking at myself in the mirror, like, fuck, who the fuck's this with green eyes? Look at the lizard sometimes, but yeah, these are from Solotica. I'm so tired of saying that because every single video people go like, what are her lenses? Like, where is she getting them from? Solotica. Always look at the description box, okay? I've linked everything. My makeup, my top, my shirt, my lenses, my hymen, everything is linked below. Just take a look once in a while at the description box. Okay, so let's just get into the video. Today, I want to do a lot of makeup. It's been a minute since I've done like a full glam. And also, I just want to comment on the new show, Never Have I Ever. If you haven't watched it, you definitely should probably watch that and then watch this video because it's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this video. I suck at this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do makeup and comment on this show, but I'm gonna try my best. First, I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This was sent to me by the brand. Thank you so much. How cool. I'm gonna use a lot of this. It's the blurring one. We need a lot of that today. I just want to say this is just my opinion, my review on the show. You don't have to get offended over this. Everyone's opinions are different. You can still watch me and be like, I completely disagree with you, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. Okay, let's just be civil here. I might say the sun is green and maybe it's not, and you might think the sun's blue, but we can all agree to disagree. Relax. I'm not Gandhi. My opinion doesn't matter whatsoever. I'm just gonna pat the primer in. It's a little sticky, so I'm just gonna quickly go with foundation. For foundation, I'm using my favorite, the Ordinary foundation. It's the serum one. I finished the whole thing up. It's my favorite foundation. You can see how crusty the top is. I wanted to repurchase this. It's like my favorite cheating catfishing foundation. I wear this and people think I have nothing on my skin, but it's this guy. But I wanted to give this guy a try. This is the Coverage foundation from the same brand. They look the same. They're the same color, but they're two different foundations. I'm so excited to see how this works out. Let me shake it up. I think this is too light. That's so weird. They're the same color, but okay, I'm gonna work around it. Ooh, it smells so good. It smells like a Bobbi Brown foundation because I don't let the sun touch my face at all. That's why my face is a little bit paler than the rest of my body. I haven't even gotten out. I think that plays a role as well. Okay, let's get into the TV show. I watched Never Have I Ever the day it came out, so it's been over a month, I guess. I wrote little mini reviews on each and every single episode as I was watching the show, so I could just give you my honest opinion on the show. So let me just start with the producer, okay? It was made by Mindy Kaling. I love Mindy Kaling. I loved her since the Mindy Project. I've watched that show a million times on repeat. It only had to be Mindy to come up with this TV show. I'm so happy that she's a big deal in Hollywood because if I'm being very honest, if she tried to do something in Bollywood, she wouldn't have a chance to do so. They wouldn't let her. You know, I always talk about this, like they wouldn't let her be anything in Bollywood. A woman, dark skinned, wants to produce, act, and direct a TV show and she wants to be a part of it. Yeah, that's the door. Please get out. She would never have a career if she tried to do something in Bollywood. They would never let her. I'm so glad that she paved the way and she's really using her platform and, you know, creating a show for brown people. I've never seen a South Indian. I want to put that clear because then someone's gonna be like, oh, there's this TV show Quantico, it's Priyanka Chopra, she's fucking Indian. I've never seen a South Indian girl, brown skin, who looks like me, be a lead role in a Netflix show. Not even Netflix, the whole entertainment industry. I've never seen that. So I'm so glad Mindy paved the way for us. Part of me was waiting for Bollywood to, you know, step up a little bit for once, have a dark skinned girl, you know, be the lead role for once, just for once, please, God. They always hire like white people dancing in the background. It's so funny. Have you seen that? Oh my God. Or they have like a white lead character, just like a random white chick standing in the middle and dancing. Funny, like my dad and I, we sit and we have like the best time laughing at how people come up with these ideas. Who directs these music videos? Have you seen them? It's always like a white chick next to a Lambo car and she's just standing there alone dancing and the rapper is just dancing around the Lambo, like the car. Like this is how Bollywood music videos are. My dad's like, the casting's probably like anyone who's white and unemployed, yeah, you can come here and be a part of this music video. Yep, come here. That's how it probably went, and I believe that. If you're trying to, you know, create a movie and you're watching this video, for once cast a South Indian girl. Try to make her a lead role for once. Start off the review. I'm so glad Mindy did that. Like 10 points for Mindy. I love you, Mindy. Okay, moving on to the show. Okay, I'm just gonna read the notes what I've written here. But yeah, the cast overall is really good. There's a guy, I think he's American, half Japanese. She's Indian, and there's the Afro-Latina. I see so many girls just getting excited seeing somebody like themselves on screen. I see all these comments about how girls want to see someone like themselves on screen and, you know, how they can relate to that, and you know what, you're one step ahead. Props to Mindy for putting a Desi girl as the main cast. That's pretty much a breakthrough, so yay! I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's a crusty palette. Starting with the pilot episode, I really loved how they touched on arranged marriage. They didn't drag the show, and I feel like a lot of these Netflix shows, they are dragged, like, oh, Riverdale, 13 Reasons Why. Let me just get to some of the negatives that I didn't like like of the show. Starting with the narrator, it was Andy Samberg. He's the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love him in the show, but I felt like the narrator was so off to the show. He didn't fit perfectly, like he didn't fit right with the show. And maybe it was the audio, the way he was talking, I don't know what it was. I was like playing it on my AirPods and like cooking, and sometimes when he would narrate the show, I felt like he was next to me talking to me. I felt like the audio didn't sync up well with the show. It felt so off, and it confused me. The whole tennis player just didn't make sense to me. He wasn't the perfect narrator for the show, just my opinion. The next thing is the actor. The main guy, is he the main guy? Kind of. So when I first saw him, I know the whole thing about how people had a problem about how he was like white, and why is the same storyline played out again about how a brown girl going behind a white guy, like why does it have to be the same storyline repeated again and again? I don't care about that because it's just a show. The show is fully satire. A lot of people missed out on that, I guess, and they want it to be realistic as possible, but I don't care that they chose a white guy as a character, right? But what bugs me the most, he's freaking old. Davey looks 12, but he looks old. The first time when I saw him, I'm like, is it just my eyes? Is my eyes making people age more? He's really old for the show. Like, why didn't they just cast another teenager? But then I read that a lot of times TV shows don't cast teenagers because if they want to do something sexual, it'll be kind of fucking weird to, you know, hire actual teenagers. So I get that. I get that. Maybe hire a 25-year-old. I don't know, but 30, he's 30. I googled it. I did that little checkup that you do after watching a full show. I went on Google. I'm just like, you know, investigating on all the, you know, cast members, and then I find out he is painfully 30 or like 28, I think. She was 17 when the show was being filmed, and he was 28, so I don't know what to tell you. And you're like, how did you know he was old? It's just the forehead lines. And so you can tell someone's old by their neck, your hand sometimes. I don't know. What's up to all my 50-year-olds who have a train track for a forehead? This show isn't something I would binge watch, really. This show is, you know, clearly for people who are like 16 to 18, your high school crushes and all that. I'm past that age. I feel like I'm 60. I'm literally 22. Anncy, shut the fuck up. But I'm just saying, I'm 22 and I'm kind of over, you know, watching these kind of chick flicks. So to me, it was kind of like a cringe fest. It was a little bit boring to me. But I understand if I was 16, I would be ecstatic to see somebody look like me. Just A++ for the effort. Yeah, overall, I was pleasantly surprised at how well Mindy Kaling delivered. I was really impressed for being a first show on Netflix, for having a Tamil girl as the main role. My favorite characters were the mom, the therapist, and Ben. Ben was my favorite. He was hilarious. Usually they use a bitchy blonde girl to be the mean girl of high school, but the first time it was a dumb dude. And they also nailed the mother-daughter relationship perfectly. I loved how they portrayed the gossipy aunties as well. You guys knew that, and I'm sure you thought of me. You better have, okay? You must have. I love the gossipy aunties. I mean, come on. They depicted that perfectly. The aunties with the puffy hair, the kajal makeup, and the crusty, vibrant pink lipstick. It was perfect. And they showed exactly how, you know, when you're down, the aunties kick you even further down. It was amazing. I loved that episode. It was my favorite. Like, Mindy did not hold back. Let's move on to some cringy scenes, alright? So Devi made a lot of irrational decisions, which honestly pissed me off. She was so unlikable in the first few episodes, but it's only her reaction to all the trauma because of her dad passing away. A lot of reviews said that she didn't behave like the perfect brown girl should. Brown girls would never behave and stand against their mom. But you need to understand, it's a series and it's supposed to be that way. Maybe they're gonna build up on her character in the future seasons, but yeah, in the first few episodes I was like, she's fucking crazy, isn't it? So the first episode was basically a montage. Okay, what the hell was happening? I mean, it was so quick. It was way quicker than I expected it to be. Like, so she's praying to God. She's asking God to make her high school life the best life she's ever had. She's asking about boning boys or something like that, I guess. So moving on, her dad passes away. Then she lost her legs for a few weeks, months, I think. Stood up one time from just looking at her crush and her legs were back. That made no sense to me, but again, this is satire, so I had to let it pass. I saw on Twitter, oh my god, people like destroyed her. People said that she's an acting like the realistic Indian American would, but again, you need to understand that she's a brown girl, but she's a brown girl living in a different country. Your culture, your values, and everything else is different than mine and versus somebody who lives in India, you know? But she does live in America and she is exposed to the Western culture. She is gonna have all that drinking and smoking and doing crazy American things in her mind. I almost feel like there was too much pressure on this show and the character to represent Indian Americans, and she was just learning to understand her culture and accepting and coming in terms with her culture. A lot of my friends, when they watched the show, they told me that they could relate with some aspects of the show, but I feel like it would be too boring if it was like the exact way a brown girl would act. And I don't think the show is aiming to be a blanket representation of brown people. I mean, it's Mindy Kaling. Like, have you watched her show? This is my favorite scene in the show. when she's standing in a line at like Starbucks or like a cafe shop, like a white mom at the back like, hey, can we take a picture? I can tell for a fact Mindy wrote that joke. But there were some scenes I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch this. First of all, I have an attention span of a goldfish. I really can be glued to the TV, not like non-stop, until it's a really, really good show. The only show till date that I was just like looking at the screen like that with all my attention, no phone, I wasn't texting anybody, talking to anybody, was Money Heist. That show till this day keeps me on my toes. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the show. Pretty sure season 2 they're gonna explore more on her culture. I want to see if her mom really ships her to India. A lot of moms, you know, use that as blackmail, like, I'm gonna ship you back to your home country. Yeah, it was excellent. She really showed the good, the bad of being brown and the nasty stuff. I'm gonna use Tape Shape concealer. My foundation is still light. I mean, I've been waiting to make it a little dark, get it a little oxidized-y, but it's still the same. The first time I'm playing with this foundation. I'm gonna go in with bronzer, so don't worry if my face looks a bit pasty. But yeah, let me know what you think about the show. Did you like it? Did you hate it? I feel like if you're 25, you're 45, you're gonna watch the show and you're gonna fucking hate it because it's very cringy, very cliche, very, very teenagey. I'm gonna be baking using the Huda Beauty face powder. Remember highlighting was a big thing? Like, no dumb bitch could ever put highlighter without saying, oh my god, this is so blinding, wow. Got so scenty. Why does Huda do this? Does she like drop in like few drops of like Darmani perfume just to make it this fragrancy? I'm gonna let this bake for a while. I'm just gonna go on to my bronzer. For that, I'm using my MAC bronzer. This is a dark, deep, mineralized skin finish. I got this because of Sandra Deluxe on YouTube. I got the same brush and the powder. It's been so long since I dug into this powder, so I don't know how it's gonna turn out. The way she does it is so, it's crazy. It's like magic. So yeah, if you're like 25, you're like, oh, I don't wanna fucking watch a cringy teenage show. I have 5 kids, Anncy, I'm over it. Just watch it, okay? It's Mindy, give her some support. The first time we have South Asian representation. For that alone, I'll be watching season 2, even though it's not really my cup of tea anymore. Oh, gone are those days when I used to watch chick flicks daily, but I think I'm over that phase now. Bro, I love this bronzer. Can I just like... Oh my god, I think I just came up with a new hack. You could just do that. Okay, I'm just gonna buff it out. Using burnt pepper MAC Cosmetics blush. I'm just gonna put it a little bit here so it takes away the brightness. I'm gonna spray my face to take some of the cakey, more the cake, more the spray. So for that, I'm using my Milani Make It Last setting spray. Oh, my fan's not working. I was gonna use this, but this is so scary because there's a time when I've just like fucking slapped myself and I had my foundation peeled off, okay? So be careful. Like, whenever I talk about these issues about how I've never seen someone like me be the main lead role, like in my own country when they make movies, it's literally the ones with blue eyes and blonde hair. Like, hello, can you take somebody like me, please? They'll use people like me for the fucking Fair and Lovely ads for the before and after picture.
Are you tired of being black and brown and stupid and ugly? Then try using this whitening bleaching cream. Use only 79 hours per week and you will be fair like this. Look at the before and after results.
Any Hoosiersies, we're done. No, we're not. We have fucking lipsies, stupid bitch. Okay, lips and highlighter. Okay, for that I'm using, okay, anyone remember this highlighter? People would sell their arms for this highlighter, but I got it. Anyone remember this? It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood highlighter that I smashed. It is removed. Am I the only one who was so upset when she left her boyfriend for the new guy that they had to hook her up for the arranged marriage? I was so upset. I'm like, what did she just do? That was so random. I don't want to say that, you know, arranged marriage sucks and you shouldn't do arranged marriage. I mean, do whatever you want, but I think they were just trying to show that, hey, all arranged marriages are not terrible, which is true, but I wished it was a little different. So yeah, I am super excited for season 2. I'm using Hover from MAC. Just gonna line my lips. Then on top of this, I'm using Riot from Lime Crime. Such a beautiful lipstick. Top of that, I'm using Technic Cosmetics Lip Lust. Let me see how it looks. Let me just get a lighter pink lipstick. Okay, let me try this one. Yeah, this is perfect. On top, I'm gonna put the glitter bomb. It has like tiny glitter particles inside of them. I'm just gonna put it in the center and in the bottom. But yeah, you've come to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, follow my Insta at Anncy Twinkle. Let me know what you think about the show. I wanna know your perspective, your opinion, whatever you think. Leave it down in the comments. And what else do I have to say? We're back to uploading 3 days a week, okay? So you're gonna see more videos from my channel. I'm just looking at the review. One of them is like, it's a Disney Channel show with sex and swearing. That is unfortunately very true, but so it is what it is. Let me know what you want to see next on my channel. I want to cringe, reacting to cringy content. Let me know what you want me to cringe at. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.